All right, I mentioned Liverpool versus United. It is a massive one. And who else better to discuss it than Mr. Andy Cole himself, who scored so many goals against the mighty Reds? What was it like playing against them? Was it a big game for you, even though you were so dominant in the 90s?
Yeah. For me personally, this was the biggest game on the calendar, league-wise.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. To go to Anfield, to play there for Manchester United was... That's real special, man.
Was it one of those ones where everyone talks about this, where you get the fixture list at the start of the season, you go through the games? I'm guessing you probably would have gone Newcastle, you check that one off. Was it then Newcastle, Liverpool all the time? You look at those games when they're coming.
I'm going to be brutally honest with you.
Go on.
When it comes to the fixture list, I looked at 3 games.
Let us know.
Start of the season, first game.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
End of the season.
That's it?
That was it.
So was the Christmas, Coley, if you're going to have, where you're going to be Boxing Day?
Yeah.
So you'll be at home or in a hotel?
Yeah, exactly. And that was my only 3 games. The rest of them...
Whatever. When they came, they came.
It's simple as
What about
that.
you, Perry? Because you played at a time when Liverpool were considered the best team in the league in the 80s and the early 90s. What was it like for you going to Anfield? Was it a case of, this is going to be a tough one? You knew this is going to be the hardest game in the season?
Yeah, well, most teams you had to throw another ball on when you played at Anfield because you didn't get the ball. As you said, they were so dominant, and a lot of teams were beaten before they even run out. You know, you got the "This is Anfield" sign, and a lot of teams went there with the sort of attitude that let's have damage limitation. You know, let's not get beat by too many. And then when George Graham was gradually building the Arsenal team, then we didn't show them a lot of respect when we went to Anfield. We tried to get about them. And you have to get a good result. We got a 1-1 draw in the League Cup the year that we won the title. And Dave Ruckholz scored a great goal. And that gave us the feeling that we could take them on and actually beat them. And that put a bit of doubt into their minds. Carly will tell you, when he played for Man United at Old Trafford, most of the teams are beaten before they even went out. You can tell by teams' body language.
Yeah, you could. What was Fergie like in the change room before the games against Liverpool? Was it different? Did you feel like it was a bit of a different speech? Did someone else take over? Was it Ferguson just rallying up the troops?
You mentioned a gaffer. Funniest thing is he phoned me today when I was coming in. He phoned me. Yeah. He phoned me.
Still in touch like that, yeah?
Yeah. It was a strange one today because, like, obviously my son was playing today. My son was playing against Rangers and he scored. And then the gaffer called me to say, "Coley, have you seen it?" And because I was on the way and I'd not seen him score yet, obviously I've not seen a goal. So I said, I've not seen it as yet, boss. But when I get into the studio, I'll watch it from them. But leading up to this week, I know from last week Monday, up until today, he would have his angry head on.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh my God, he was like a bear with a sore head.
Would he be phoning Ollie every day this week now, leading up to this one? Or would he kind of let the reins go and, Ollie, you can do this? Would he be in Ollie's ear saying, Ollie, you need to get the boys in for this one?
I don't think a gaffer would be involved in that, to be honest. I think we all know and appreciate playing for Manchester United against Liverpool's a massive game. So I think every player knows what it's like to play in this fixture. Because, like I said, for me personally, it's such a special fixture playing against Liverpool at Anfield. The only disappointing thing for me today is there's going to be no fans.
Yeah. And it needs it, doesn't it? It's one of those ones, even if it was just a 2,000 that we had before we went into a nationwide lockdown again, even just 2,000 fans would have riled that place up.
Yeah, 100%. Because that's one of the things I used to love going to Anfield with. You know, you go there, you run out the tunnel, and then the noise is absolutely nuts. And then I used to say to myself, I'm ready to play here. 100%.
Carly, what would he have said about mentioning things in the press? Because we've had Harry Maguire this morning in like headlines saying we expect to win, and I looked at that and I thought, mate, don't do that. Don't poke the bear with a sharp stick. Would he have said to you, I don't want you talking to the press or saying anything silly?
No, he wouldn't even have said that, because I'm going to be brutally honest with you. When
you just know not to, right?
Yeah, but in our time, you know, playing there, going to Liverpool, he would expect us to go there win. It's as simple as that. He's expecting us to go. He's not expecting us to go there to draw or lose, no. Because he always set us up to go to Anfield to go and win the football match. Because he knew to win there, that's a statement in itself.
Did you ever single out big players at Liverpool at the time? Did you look at the players that got and thought, okay, we need to stop Steve McManaman, we need to stop Robbie Fowler? Or was it a case of we're United, we'll go there, we're the bigger team, we got bigger players?
I think for me personally, again, when you play a team like Liverpool, you know you've got quality players. You know they've got quality players. The 2 names you mentioned there, you know, Steven Gerrard and Robbie. I've said many times about Robbie. he's possibly the best finisher I've ever seen.
Really?
You know, yeah. Not messed about. Growler was frightening, absolutely frightening. So you know what you're gonna expect. You know what you're gonna get, but you got to work inside your parameters because you know you're a good team as well, and they're worried about us, you know, because we're going on to try and win the Premier League.